Should e-bikes be banned from trails? Even though it means disabled people are now not allowed to ride on those mountain bike trails. So this is a new show I'm doing. It's basically where I just sit down and discuss things with you. This week we're discussing e-bikes. A little bit different format, but I hope you enjoy it. So e-bikes are kind of a big deal now. I mean, you see them everywhere. Even Walmart is making e-bikes now. So it's kind of exploded in the America scene. And I mean, let's be honest, it's because America is so vast. Same reason automobiles exploded back in the 50s. So honestly, I think the reason e-bikes have exploded so much is because it opens bicycles to more people. It gives more types of terrain, more types of transportation for those people who are not physically in shape, or in my case, disabled. And that's really what I want to focus on, is should mountain bike trails say no to e-bikes, even if it means people like me that are disabled can no longer ride their trails. For those who know me, I am an avid biker. I raced bikes as a kid. I grew up mountain biking, riding trails. And 2 years ago, I had a major issue and now am disabled. And it's not something physically you can see, but it's my lungs. I physically cannot pedal like I used to. And that's where e-bikes really come into play, is it gives me the ability to ride on trails that I couldn't ride on after my sickness. So that's why I think e-bikes should be allowed, and I want to discuss that more with you. But first off, I want to talk about e-bikes. So I believe there's two categories, even though it's kind of all lumped in. I think there's different classes, but I'm just going to say there's two categories. I believe there are e-bikes, and then I believe there are e-mopeds. And you're probably wondering what the difference is. So let me explain. So many e-bikes are basically electric motorcycles with pedals. They have the pedals there just so they can skirt around the policies and they don't have to call it a motorcycle. It also means that person now can ride on the sidewalk or ride it in more places because it's not a motorcycle. And I believe we should reclassify these things. I believe that if an e-bike has a throttle and overall is a motorcycle, it should not be allowed on e-bike areas. So riding in the park, riding in places that it's not meant for. Those are really designed for commuters. I mean, cruising around New York, cruising around the city is what they're for. They're not meant for trails. And that's where I think the problem is. People see those and then they compare e-bikes. Now, granted, there are some e-bikes that are pretty potent, that have a lot of power. But for the most part, true e-mountain bikes, true e-road bikes, they just increase the power of the rider, allowing the rider to go further and faster. Now, I think that's the key, though, faster. And that's where a lot of people have an issue with e-bikes on trails, is because no longer are they going slower on trails, so they're going to tear trails up more. And it's not true. So I pulled a fact. So in 2015, IMBA conducted a study on Class 1 e-mountain bikes. And they found that it did not have any more impact on a trail than a regular mountain bike. So that whole idea that, oh, it's going to tear the trail up is not even true. And once again, I think it goes back to people that are riding mopeds, electric mopeds. And, you know, they just assume they're just going to be idiots riding bikes. Where typically it's hardcore bikers who no longer can bike anymore. It's the people that are out of shape, the people that have disabilities, that struggle to hit those trails, but now they can because of an e-mountain bike. I mean, e-mountain bikes are kind of exploding. I mean, in 2021, 500,000 were sold, and they think it's going to go up 13%, reported by ABC. So, I mean, that's crazy. I think mountain bike trail builders are alienated a big part of the market now, and they have to realize that maybe we need to put regulations on the type of bike that's on the trail, and not just saying all e-bikes are banned. I would love to be able to go to any mountain bike trail and just ride an e-bike, but I can't. It's not allowed, and I think that needs to change. Now, the last thing I'm going to state about this is in 1990 they began the American Disability Act, basically protecting people that are disabled and causing companies to alter their businesses to allow people with disabilities to use it. So, for example, adapting facilities for accessibility, adapting mountain bike trails for e-bikers, utilizing and adapting the right technology, e-bikes, or policies to accommodate individuals' needs. So, basically, and that's from Title I of the ADA, I believe that the American Disability Act should protect e-bikers, especially people that are disabled, to ride on mountain bike trails with it. Now, I understand that so many people that are purists and believe that mountain biking is just for those fit and the people that really are dedicated to it, and how dare these people pick up a bike and be able to ride the same thing I'm riding. And it's not about that. It's about allowing more people to hit the trail that could not hit it before. Allowing people to see what only certain people were allowed to see before. And I think that's a huge step forward for the bike community and for the disability community. So I want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, definitely like and subscribe. Leave comments below if you want to, you have ideas for other videos like this. If it's in the scope of this channel, which is pretty much everything outdoors, I am happy to talk about it. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.